Marathon developer update. This is like the first time we are hearing from the games director Joe Ziegler directly. I believe Joe Ziegler is the guy that worked on Valorant, right? He's the guy that made the hero shift. So let's see if they have actual like gameplay or stuff to share, or if he's just talking the whole time.
Oh, how's it going? My name is Joe Ziegler. I am a game director here at Bungie, and I am working currently on a little game that we like to call Marathon. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about that game and talk to you about what we've been up to, where we're going with that game, where we're going with talking to you as an audience, and maybe sneak peek a little bit of some of the stuff we've been working on. Just a warning, though, we won't be showing any gameplay footage today.
Oh, well, that was fun. Moving on. No, okay. I'll be fair.
But we will be showing a little bit of a sneak peek on some of the stuff that we've been working on. Yeah, so stick around if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Marathon, and let's get to it. Awesome. So a lot of
you guys know me. This is totally unrelated to the topic of the video, and this is not fair to do anything with. You guys already know what I'm going to say. Fade to blacks to me are like the laziest freaking transition for anything in life. Fade to blacks are creatively bankrupt, and they immediately make me want to vomit. And they're doing it for like needless cuts in here too. It's so weird. Why are they doing this to me? It's like they want to upset me.
A lot of you might be asking the question, what is Marathon? Well, Marathon is our take on essentially an extraction shooter. And if you don't know what an extraction shooter is, it's a game type where you essentially go into a dangerous world, a world filled with essentially hostile mobs and players alike that are all sort of existing in that environment and a huge threat to you and challenge your ability to survive and get out alive. The goal of every session is to get out alive. And along the way, you're going to be completing quests. You're going to be finding loot, loot that will either help you upgrade yourself or things that you can equip to yourself to make yourself stronger. If you get out alive, all that loot is yours to keep. If you don't, you will be losing all of that, and someone else will be able to take that from you. It's an intense game. So in that sense, we like to say it's a game that's not for everybody, but if you are interested in sort of having that intense survival experience and having a game where the stakes really matter and you feel like they're challenged to survive in a really, really harsh and interesting world, then Marathon's just right up your alley. So yeah, hopefully that sounds appealing to you.
I find this weird. Does anyone else find this kind of thing weird? It's odd to like try to pitch your game to your fans without any footage, without anything. Yeah, they say here, TLDR, 2 screenshots of Thief and Stealth characters, probably a closed beta in 2025. Yeah, I just find this really interesting. I can't think of another time that like this is the marketing approach they take for a live service game. I appreciate they're trying to be transparent about it, but it seems odd that it's just him sitting on screen talking about it. Then he shows like a screenshot.
Screen is of a runner that we have in our game. Its code name is currently Thief, which might give you an indication to how it plays inside of the game. If you notice, the character's sort of creepily peeking around a corner in sort of that quiet moment before she makes her move. This is like sort of like the theme of that character in a lot of ways and should give you a hint as to what kind of gameplay that character is going to be driving from. I'm trying to avoid giving away too many of the details, but there's a lot of exciting ones. And we've been testing this character recently, and I will say there's a lot of hilarious stories that come from it, but also very, very crazy moments that this character contributes to the game. Then the other image we're going to show you right now, which you're going to see on your screen, is that of a character we codenamed Stealth. This runner is obviously a stealthy type of runner.
I appreciate at the very least that they are codenaming them and building them around gameplay mechanics, not around some weird cringy personality. Like with Suicide Squad, it really is clear that like Zoe Lawton was the prototype of Zoe Lawton. The idea behind Zoe Lawton was her personality, how quirky and rebellious and kick-ass and badass she is. And then the gameplay came way after the fact. Like, oh yeah, we should probably make like a gameplay mechanic about like specific to her. They just ended up, she cast black holes, but it's just a big grenade. Basically, it doesn't even like pull people in or anything stupid like that. So I appreciate that at the very least they are conceptualizing stuff based off of the actual mechanics of the character. But I mean, I guess that's not super high praise because that should be like the standard. But still.
And they sort of are in that space where when we talked about deception as a runner utility trait, they really embody it, and they're really hard to pin down. And you can see that they have the tools to stalk the battlefield and show up in ways that allow them to kind of take advantage. So I play this character actually a pretty decent amount. Can't say that I want it to be stronger because it's probably a little strong right now, but by the time we get it to all of you, I'm sure it'll be in a good place. Yeah, so that's it for some of the previews we have. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a taste and moose-bouche, if you will, of content that we have before we reveal a lot more for you in sort of the midst of 2025. Speaking of 2025 as well, like we said before, we've been really iterating with our players. And so in 2025, we're going to be expanding our playtests a little bit wider and wider. We're looking to add a significant amount of players to each of our milestones as we're going forward. And some of these big inflections are opportunities for you all to join us. We'll definitely let you know when that happens. But if you're interested in following us or learning more or sort of keeping up to date with all the updates that we have, definitely one of the ways you can do that is wishlist us on the storefronts that exist, whether it be Steam, on Xbox, or on PSN. All of them have wishlist buttons. If you click that, it will help us know that you want to learn more about the game, and we can sort of send information your way. Well, thank you all. I just want to say a lot of different thanks, actually. I have so much gratitude right now that I don't know if I could fit it.
I mean, I appreciate the transparency. It's funny, it's not even listed on the Xbox store yet, but they're bringing it. A PlayStation Studios game coming to Xbox. That's fascinating. Didn't think I'd see the day, but yeah, here we are. They show some other little tidbits, the cinematic stuff, some of these screenshots. Artistically, it seems really pretty. There's definitely some like Destiny inspirations here and there, but I just need to see it. Just need to see the actual game. You know? Come on, man. Come on. When you say Fade to Black, does that include gaming reviews as well? Literally, if it's a video and they are doing Fade to Blacks, it triggers the hell out of me. I don't know why. I think it's such a lazy way of editing. At least Cut to Black. Cut to Black is like bold. You did something with that. Fade to Black feels like you're making something in Windows Movie Maker and you're just dragging and dropping transitions for no reason. Like it doesn't make the video cooler. It doesn't help it flow. It's actively distracting. He took my thing.